本土民主反共，普羅政治，民聲起義。MyRadio.HK。
Welcome to the 59th episode of Gary's English Learning Center.
Welcome, everybody.
Hello.
Hello. And we talk about the past tense, Eddie. This is the fourth part of the past tense, the perfect past. Past perfect and the past perfect continuous here today, you know. So I just thought a few little anecdotes, a few little stories about the past, you know.
Stories?
Yeah.
I like stories.
Yeah. So one story was a couple of summers ago, I was in a taxi going from one school to the other because that's the only way I could do it, you know. And I've been talking to the guy in Cantonese, actually, you know. And then after 20 minutes he said, hello.
Oh, hello.
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 I thought, what's he saying hello now, you know? And then he pointed to...
Oh, this one.
Yeah. To the Harrow School, you know, which is we were on our way. It's near the Gold Coast, you know.
Harrow School in Hong Kong.
Yeah. And they got one in Thailand as well, you know. They wear boaters and everything.
Yeah.
And another little funny story is, you know, my students make mistakes, but they're quite funny sometimes, you know. And one student was saying, you know, a Chinese New Year.
Chinese New Year. No, it's okay. Just hold on for a moment. Oh, yeah.
So Chinese New Year. This is a red packet, right? He said, not lucky money in red packets, but he said, lucky monkey.
What is that?
Lucky monkey in red packet.
I don't really get.
No, it's just that's what you know. My student, you know, amuses me. Any of my mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
Not lucky money in red packets, but
lucky money, lucky monkey.
Lucky monkey.
Okay.
I thought it was quite cute, really.
What they meant was lucky money.
Yeah, lucky money. You know.
And what they said was lucky monkey.
Yeah, lucky monkey.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just sharing some funny little mistakes.
The first one was when they try to say Harold, they say hello.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And another mistake.
Well, that's very common mistakes in we Cantonese speakers.
Yeah, of course. You know, I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm not being Yim or anything. It's just funny, you know, for me. Just and another thing is water the fireworks, not watch the fireworks, but water the fireworks.
Okay.
And then I discovered, you know, Eddie, it wasn't such a silly mistake after all, because when Handel did his Handel, the great composer, you know.
Yeah. Let me show the music first. I will show you longer because I like his music.
This is Handel's Water Music, right?
Water music, which is a very, very famous.
And funnily enough, ironically, it was first played for the Royal Fireworks for George the First or the Second. So maybe the student wasn't so silly after all, you know.
So, can you say that again?
What?
Handel.
Handel, Handel, Handel. Yeah. And
what's the joke?
The joke is, well, the student has said water the fireworks, not watch the fireworks, but water the fireworks.
Water the fireworks.
Yes.
And the correct sentence should be
watch the fireworks. Yeah. But even, I make mistakes as well, you know. When I was first teaching,
everybody makes.
And I didn't know Cantonese much, and I thought, how can I teach like the modal verb, you know, like do, you know. So I you know that song by the Police. The Police. You got that one?
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
Make it louder. Yeah, so the song goes do da da da. You know, I don't know. Yeah. Well, my teaching technique. You know.
And
but you know what happened? You know what happened, Eddie?
What?
Do was fine, but then the students started da. The students started. The students go do da. You know.
Yeah.
So that's a mistake. And another mistake I made, I think it was last summer. I think. Now, you know, collective noun.
Yeah.
So I was saying to my students, a teaching thing is you elicit. You try to draw out the words.
I think it is a difficult word, elicit.
Elicit, you kind of draw out the words from, So I was saying, well, what's the word for, like chairs and tables and beds and cupboards and everything?
Let me try.
You know what? What I did, Eddie, on the blackboard, I wrote F. Right, and still nobody could tell me what the word was for chairs and tables and beds and cupboards and everything. So then I wrote the next letter, U. Yeah. And they started laughing.
Oh, they thought it would be after you.
The students started laughing.
So you can see that they are not really very poor in English.
No, that's right.
It's just that the vocabulary scope is very narrow.
So after sharing those past things, maybe should we get on the core of the show? Should we do the thing? Yeah. So mistakes are fun. Remember the other show we did a few shows ago. Yondon La, who he got serious about it. But
So we are talking about the mistakes of tenses in this one.
Now we're going to just do the proper teaching.
Sure.
About the tenses really.
Okay. Will the technician show us the screen for the audience? Okay. Right now it is processing. Okay.
Yeah, and make it the full. Can you do the
Sure. It is it is already full.
No. Yeah. The little thing, isn't it?
Yeah. It is.
That little thing.
That little thing. The lamp.
That one. That's it. The lamp.
The lamp.
Excellent.
Oh, okay.
Excellent.
Yeah, okay.
Tenses.
Yeah. Future, past.
We're in the past. We're doing the past.
With the past, because we have done the.
We did the present. We did the present. We did the present. Yeah.
Past perfect tense. The construction of the sentence: subject plus head plus past perfect participle. I, you, we, they had swum.
Swum. Yep.
She, he, it had swum.
Yep. So quite simple, really. You could just had, and you just got the past perfect participle again.
Yeah. And then you can add.
And it's the contracted form,
which means shortened. Subject plus D plus past perfect participle.
Yep.
I, you, we, they swum. She, he, it swum. Subject plus had plus not plus past perfect participle. I, you, she, he, it, we, they had not seen aliens.
Yeah. So
are you sure about that?
Well,
Interrogative. Questioning. Had plus subject plus past participle. Past perfect participle. Had I, you, she, he, it, we, they gone to the moon?
All the same for anybody. So no conjugation there really. And just
the past perfect tense, the perfect past participle. I guess this is these are not these are the irregular ones.
That's right. I just thought we put just a few irregular ones there. Just
I just read those.
Reinforce. That's right. Yeah.
In the square. Seen, been, gone, ridden.
Flown. Yeah.
Flown. Roam, swum, drunk. Tenses, past perfect tense.
Yes, because it's usually, although we have the past perfect tense, it's usually in conjunction with something else, right? So it's usually before some because the past perfect tense comes before another.
Which means that it must be some comparison.
Yeah, it's before something else that happened before. It's a before really. It's a before tense.
Before the past tense.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a past before the past.
So, we had swum in the sea before it became so polluted.
And me too. I used to swim here, before.
Oh yeah. Had they gone to the moon before television was prevalent?
Prevalent, which means all around. We're all around. And I watched going to the moon in '69. And I remember what. The first people where I lived, it was in '73 when people had colour TV everywhere. So it's a bit, isn't it, really, that they could go to the moon before people had colour TVs.
They had not seen aliens, but they said they believed in them. well, I will try to figure out the chronicles,
Yeah.
the time sequence. They are the two things going together?
No, they had not seen aliens, but you know, that's something before. They had not seen aliens, but they said they believed in them, right? You were talking to them. They said that, oh, I believe in aliens, right? You know, in the past, you know, but they hadn't seen them.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
You see, it's quite complex, isn't it?
Quite, yeah. The train had already left when they arrived.
Yeah, this is a bit of a simpler example, right? You know, that's why I included this one. Well, you can see the timeline there. You know?
Yeah. Okay, past perfect continuous tense. Well, it's just getting more and more difficult. The construction: subject plus had plus past participle of be plus main verb plus ing.
Yeah, well, in a way it is, but you don't have to bother with the, you know, it's just an ing, you know, just the ing, just the continuous form, which is simpler than the put.
I, she, he, it, you, we, they had been teaching in India.
And that's me teaching in India. Huh?
What does it mean?
They had been teaching. So something, as opposed to the past perfect, it's something that was going on for a longer time. It was going on for a longer time. We see the next example as well. Do you know?
The contracted form.
This is contracted, yeah. So just again,
subject plus the plus past participle of be plus main verb plus ing.
So just the had becomes contracted to apostrophe d.
Yeah. I, she, he, it, you, we, they'd been teaching in India. Negative.
Yep.
Subject plus had plus not plus past participle of be plus main verb plus ing. I, you, she, he, it, we, they had not been hiking.
So same for every subject, right? Right.
The negative contracted. Subject plus hadn't plus past participle of be plus main verb plus ing. I, you, she, he, it, we, they hadn't been hiking.
Hadn't, yeah.
Interrogative. Had plus subject plus past participle of be plus main verb plus ing. Had I, you, she, he, it, we, they been riding on the mine train.
The mine train's in Ocean Park, yeah.
I never.
Yeah, it's in Ocean Park. It's quite. I did it once, but that was years and years ago. It was too scary for me, you know.
Yeah. Okay, the tenses: past perfect tense, main verb plus ing. Seeing, being, going, riding, letting, dancing, swimming, smiling.
Just in some cases, you will omit the e, like in riding. You know, sometimes with the t, you will add an extra t.
Yeah. This is tricky because usually we will leave out the t.
You add add an extra t. You know, that's why I included these examples. Like smiling, you leave out the e. You know, swimming, you add an extra m. You know, if it's a consonant like that.
Past perfect continuous tense.
So again, as with the past perfect tense, you know, there's usually just to show it's something before something in the past, and the past again. Really.
Yeah, I arrived in Hong Kong. I had been teaching in India.
Yeah.
Which means that before you were in Hong Kong, you did that kind. You did the teaching.
Yeah.
For quite
22 years ago, I arrived in Hong Kong. There you are. That's what it looked like 22 years ago.
Yeah.
And I had been teaching in India. You see.
Yeah.
So I came.
And before that, you taught in India.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
They thought Hong Kong was just city. They had not been hiking.
Yeah, so maybe some tourists coming. I mean, and that's what I thought. My image of Hong Kong before, when I was a child, was that picture on the right there. With just the the neon signs and everything. You know.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, that's right. And maybe some tourists come here and they don't go into the countryside. Yeah.
She was about to vomit. Has she been riding on the mine train?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure because never tried this one before.
I'm too old for that kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, is it similar to the roller coaster?
Yeah, well, it is a roller coaster. I mean, look where it is. Look where it is. You're above the sea there. I mean, it's a magnificent view, but it makes it double scary.
Yeah.
So that's the past tenses, you know. So
Yeah.
Again, I mean that is quite complicated, isn't it? Really. So
yeah.
maybe our viewers will have to watch it again, just to, because it is quite complex. I think simply it's the past before the past, isn't it?
The past before the past. What a sentence. Yeah, I like that.
What a concept, isn't it? Really,
Yeah.
And the continuous one is something that went on for a long time.
I'm not sure about this. For we Cantonese speakers, we don't have such kind of distinctions.
No.
No, we in linguistics we call it markers.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but in Cantonese we don't have that kind of markers. But I guess in other kind of languages, let's say Japanese or Hindu, they do have the same similar.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
So it is just a problem for Cantonese speakers.
But I think if you put it that way, put it simply, it's the past before the past.
The past
is the
before
best
the past.
way to understand it, right?
Yeah. So we got a full lesson today.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So why don't we say,
Cheerio.
Cheerio, which is not English.
What do you mean?
It is Italian. Cheerio.
No, cheerio is a happy, cheers, like cheers, young boy.
It is English.
Yeah, young boy, cheers, cheers.
Oh, yeah.
Cheer is happiness, so it's a happy goodbye.
Yeah, happy goodbye.
Yeah.
Okay, see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
MyRadio 8週年台慶聯歡晚會，10月16號晚，黃大仙富林皇宮，300蚊及1000蚊門票現已有售，購票查詢請電24673088。